I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning oil. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set. The books were opened.
I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion and glory, and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. Psalm 110. The Lord said unto my Lord, Sit thou at my right hand, until I make thine enemies thy footstool. The Lord shall send the rod of thy strength out of Zion. Rule thou in the midst of thine enemies. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. In the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth. The Lord hath sworn, and will not repent. Thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. The Lord at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath. He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with the dead bodies. He shall wound the heads over many countries. He shall drink of the brook in the way. Therefore shall he lift up the head.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. All right, and what I want to get into this morning is do a response to this interaction that the brothers GMS Dallas had with these two guys, you know, that was Christians, you know, and Eliar Yala, you know, really pressed them, you know, on the topic of the MOTB. Okay, because you know Christians take this stance, you know, as if they're gonna come and put the brothers on something, you know, as if the gospel of Jesus, you know, is something new in the earth, you know, like it has any power. All right, so we're gonna see, you know, that pretty much 2024, all right, going into 2025, and there's no one, you know, there's no one that's more or less informed than, all right, so-called black Christians. Okay, there's no one that's more less informed, okay, than so-called black Christians. Okay, a so-called black Christian church, okay, is a complete spiritual desert when it comes to any understanding of the scriptures. Okay, and here it is, we're going into the worst time ever, okay? And so-called black Christians don't have a clue of what's going on. Now, these jakes say, these guys, they might be jakes, you know, they say there was Kush, you know, they say they were from Kush, all right, which those are, you know, ethnically Hamites, okay? But you have jakes, you know, everywhere, all right? So they could be jakes, you know, but he said he was Kush. But nonetheless, okay, the fact, that you have 2024 going to 2025, and the so-called black church has no clue of what's going on prophetically. Okay? So I'm gonna let this play, get some precepts, respond to it, and Lord will, you brothers and you sisters are edified. Turn it all the way up.
No, it's okay. But you said, how do you know?
I'm saying no, not about that.
Right.
Not about the chicks.
Right.
You don't know.
We do know.
Scripture doesn't back that up.
Let's get Revelation 13 and 16.
That technology is already here.
It said if he's going to cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or their forehead. What is your pastor saying? No man might buy or sell. What else are you going to buy or sell with?
What did your pastor say?
We're already going to
What did the Most High send to your pastor to tell you it was? So you can be aware of it. So you can be aware of it.
There you go.
Y'all going to Revelation? The book of Revelation? Is your pastor going to the book of Revelation? He's the shepherd. He's supposed to protect the sheep. The mark of the beast.
God.
What is it?
Right.
How do you know that?
Okay, so what is it?
No. Wait. No. Answer the question. What does your pastor teach you? I want to know. What does your pastor teach you so he can protect the flock?
We haven't talked about it.
Your pastor hasn't talked to you about the mark of the beast? One of the most critical prophecies in
He could at least say something. Don't tell him nothing, because you're supposed to stay away from it.
You gotta warn the flock. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. One of the most critical prophecies in the scriptures for the future times. Y'all said we're in the last days, possibly, from what we see.
Right.
This is a critical prophecy. You mean to tell me your pastor hasn't talked about it to y'all? So you can watch out for it?
Homework assignment. Read Revelation 13.
No. Don't you? Isn't that a red flag?
It's not, because you believe in the gospel.
That's the gospel. That's the gospel.
No, that's not the gospel.
Y'all literally said if you take the mark of the beast, you're gonna die. Y'all said that. You need to identify it.
I think we're safe. I mean, it's
The Messiah comes in the volume of the book. God.
So as you can see, with El Ariala, was really, pressing them to tell them, what their pastor taught them that the MOTB was. All right. And as you can see, this guy had no answer. He said his pastor hasn't talked about it. Okay. Show you how far behind, plantation Christians are, man. The fact that you don't even talk about it, man. And in the time of trouble, we're going to cherish this truth and this understanding like never before. Okay? As the scriptures say, let's get into some precepts. All right? But the fact that they don't even talk about it, all right, so-called black Christians are pretty much on the plate for this new world order. They're pretty much, food for the slaughter. Okay? The so-called black Christian church has put out people, as an entree for the elites and their new world order agenda, man. Okay? The fact that they're this, that they're so ill informed, in the most critical time in the history of the earth. Okay? So let's go here. Let's get Isaiah 33. It's Isaiah 33 and 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." Okay? And we're going to understand, why the Lord, had these things come out so repetitiously, man. Because as you follow the ministry, there's a lot of things, that are repetitive. And one of the main things that's repetitive, all right, and the spirit begins with, Apostle Elder Tahar to constantly harp on the MOTB, because it's such a crucial prophecy, man. Okay? Because the punishment for taking it, all right, is to feel the wrath, the anger that the Lord has pent up for this society. And if you take that C-hip, you're going to feel, all right, that wrath of the Lord without mixture. Okay, full throttle. You see, the Lord is pissed at this society, man. And taking that MOTB is the ultimate betrayal for an Israelite. All right, that's the ultimate betrayal an Israelite can do, is to side with this devil, okay, and this new world order agenda. Okay, that completely disqualifies you for any type of mercy if you take that. Ain't no turning back from that. So that's why the scriptures harp on that, so much. That's why the spirit is on the apostles, beginning with the elder apostles on down, to the various brothers, to harp on that, man. Okay? And this is why the Lord raised up pastors. All right, Jeremiah 3 and 15. Jeremiah 3 and 15. And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. This is why the Lord raised up the true prophets. Okay, the true leaders. Okay, the prophets are your leaders. The prophets are the leaders of the nation, man. Okay, here to inform you and build you up for salvation. As we're being, cultivated for salvation, okay, the Lord has the prophets, all right, cultivating the masses of the hopeful elect. Okay, so if you're not, under the cultivation of this word, you're being set up for complete failure, man. Okay, doesn't have a clue of what the MOTB is, but he's talking about the gospel. Okay, the good news is part of the good news. The gospel is Esau Edom falling down. Okay, and before this man will fall, he would try to implement, okay, a technology in the earth to try to solidify, okay, his new world order before he's taken down. You see, and Jake, all right, the so-called black church doesn't associate the gospel, the good news, with America falling. Okay, with America falling, Esau being removed from power. Okay, they don't know what the good news is, man. Okay, Christians don't know what, I'm saying, so-called black Christians have no clue, because the hell with everyone else. All right, but so-called black Christians don't know what a kingdom is. Okay, Christianity hasn't taught our people anything about expectations of a righteous rulership in the earth. That's not associated with the gospel to them. Okay, so we're seeing, the masses of Jake in these Christian churches being set up for complete failure in these times. Okay, they still don't know what's pleasing to the Lord and what's displeasing to the Lord. Okay, they're just going to these churches and winging it and singing songs. Okay, and the scriptures speak about, the leadership of these Christian churches. This is Isaiah 56 and 10. It says, his watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. Yeah, because these pastors, a lot of these pastors, are able to live comfortable lives in this society. Especially if they got a decent sized congregation. Okay, because all these pastors are not, millionaires. Okay, but you got, you can make, 80, to 100, $10,000 or whatever, just off, lying, because pretty much your career is lying to people. If you're a Christian pastor, your career is lying to people and keeping them asleep. Okay, pretty much Rome pays you to keep, all right, the Israelite slaves sleep. Okay, keep them spiritually, all right, dehydrated. That's what your salary is based on. Okay, that's why Pilate, even back then when Pilate, when Caiaphas, the different chief priests, okay, different, Jake, that was in the courts of Herod, all right, they was pretty much propped up in leadership position to keep Jake, okay, in the slump, okay, and this is what we're seeing today. So a lot of these pastors, they're able to live, these comfortable lifestyles based off a lie, and that's why these pastors are so offended at the word, because it directly interferes with their career based on lying. You know, a lot of people leaving the churches, that's, you know, actual money, okay, that's leaving the church, man. Okay? That's actual income being removed from the church. You know, when people begin to leave, when they wake up to the lie. You know? Verse 11 says, yeah, they are all greedy dogs which can never have enough, and they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look their own way, everyone for his gain from his quarter. Yeah, and the so-called black pastor, the nigger pastor, okay, has no clue of what's going on. Okay, they don't care about, okay, the war that's unfolding. Okay, that's not a topic in the nigger church, man. Okay, they're not concerned about the technology that the devil wants to bring to the earth, the AI, okay, the digital currency. That's not a topic in the nigger church, man. Okay, they don't care about, you know, the civil unrest that's promised, the Egyptian versus the Egyptian. These things are not even topics, man. Okay, they just say, you know, these random things. Okay, tell you to vote for Kamala. All right, and pass the plate around and sing a song, man. Okay? the so-called black Christian church is pretty much just a gathering of failure, man. Okay? A gathering of dead bones. It's a cemetery, man. The so-called nigger church, well, the nigger church is a spiritual cemetery, man. Okay? Where the spiritual dead gather together every week. Okay, there's no leadership, there's no vision. Okay, the community, all right, the nigger church has completely failed the community. You see, reading on, it says, "Come, ye say they I." It says, yeah, "Come, ye say they, I will fetch wine, and we will fill ourselves with strong drink." Yeah, and that's the drink of Babylon. Like I say, a nigga pastor will tell you to go vote, pray for America. Okay, they still push, you know, putting the woman on the pedestal. Okay, they put, you know, these passive men that the black Christian church breeds. Okay, they're just giving you the wine of Babylon. Okay, you're still engulfed in pagan holidays. Okay, putting demons on you. You see, you're still getting, you know, you're still being intoxicated by Babylon. All right, in these nigga churches, man. Okay, and it says, "And we will fill ourselves with strong drink, and tomorrow shall be as this day, and much more abundant." Okay, tomorrow will be as this day, and much more abundant. And that's their mind, like this, it never ends. You see, no one, even these alternative news guys that are Christian, they at least try to go into the prophecy. They at least, you know, they at least be like 3 for 10. You know, they be off on a lot of things, but they be right with certain things. Well, we know they be watching the brothers. Okay, they watching the Israelites. You see, but they will, you know, bring up certain talking points. like America's in the bad position. But you go to the nigga church, man, and you would think, you know, America never fall. You would think there's no such thing as civil unrest. Okay, or what they call shit hitting the fan. You know, you would think that those things don't exist. Okay, under the banner of the nigga church, man. You see, but these things are here at the door. All right. And Jake is walking around ill-informed, going into the worst time ever without a clue of what's going on. Okay? Let's go here. You know, church, sorority day at church, and, you know, invite your, you know, sorority sister this Sunday. All this silly shit that niggas on, man. And things, okay, at this time. This is Isaiah 29:10. It says, I started at 9. It says, stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with drink. Okay? And plantation Christianity, has been a strong drink for our people in this captivity. Okay? That has them completely spiritually intoxicated, man. Okay? They're not able to function, okay, in any type of spirituality, man. You can't hold a conversation, okay, with a Christian or anti-Messiah, okay, about anything spiritual, about anything, all right, serious that's happening in the world. You can't hold a conversation with them, man. Okay? And then in their mind, all right, everything is good. Okay? Well, they think they're going to be raptured, before these things get bad. Jesus Christ is going to be the biggest letdown in Earth's history. This Jesus Christ character is going to be the absolute biggest letdown in the Earth's history in these times to come. Verse 10, it said, for the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of sleep, of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes, the prophets, all right, the prophets and your rulers and the seers have he covered. Yeah. So these men, okay, these so-called teachers and pastors, okay, or these nigga churches, the Lord has blinded these men. Okay, and them niggas are there just for a check. Okay, they don't even have any interest, okay, in anything spiritual or anything prophetic. Because the Lord not dealing with nigga churches. He's not dealing with any church. Okay, but there's a special spirit, all right, of stupidity and ignorance amongst these nigga churches, man. Okay, they don't have a clue of what's going on the smallest level. Okay, and it says, verse 11 says, and the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, when men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I cannot, for it is sealed. Yeah, so all these nigga pastors go to these Bible colleges and theologian schools. They're so-called learned, but when you ask them certain questions, they'll tell you it's sealed. Okay, they say, we don't know what that, that hasn't been revealed. We don't know what that means. Okay, and the book called Revelation, which means to reveal. Well, that's the main book, that the nigga pastor hates to go into. He'll tell you, we don't know, it's not for us to know that. You see? Verse 12, it says, and the book is delivered to him that is not learned, just any regular old member at the church. Okay? Saying, read this, I pray. And he said, I am not learned. Oh, I ain't go to school, I wasn't anointed for that. That wasn't my calling. So there's absolutely no understanding amongst these nigga churches, man. Okay? Absolutely no understanding. And if anything, they're more confused than ever. Okay? Let's go verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near with me with their mouth, they're singing, dancing, Facebook posting, I'm favored, and you see, blessed beyond, all these quotes, and you see, it sound good, okay? And it says, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart, which is their mind. Jake's mind is far removed from the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? Our people's minds are far removed from the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and his expectations, okay, and what he dislikes. Okay? The so-called black church, all right, has no thought towards the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. Because under the banner of Jesus Christ, they pushed the do as thou wilt doctrine. Okay? They have established their own righteousness, man. Okay? And it says, and their fear toward me is taught by the precepts of men. Yeah. You see, the things that they'll tell you the Most High dislike is nothing but the precepts of men. What they say. You know. Here it is, you know, you say a cuss word. God don't like that. Okay? You're a married man. Okay? But you got, you know, a side woman, you know. Oh, that's adultery. She doesn't have a man. All right? But you got a side woman, oh, that's adultery, that's fornication. Okay? No scriptural understanding. You see? You you know, you don't go to this building on Sunday. Okay, you're condemned. You don't go to this gathering with these niggas on Sunday, you're condemned. That's all the precepts of men. That has nothing to do with the scriptures. Meanwhile, going to church on Sunday goes back to sun worship. Okay, the Roman god Apollos, the Egyptian god Amen-Ra. Okay, every holiday that's celebrated within Christianity is paganism. These Christians do everything that the Lord hates, but have just made up their own standard of righteousness. Okay? The Lord is concerned with you shaving your beard. Okay? Not saying the cuss word, man. There's a commandment not to take the MOTB. Okay? Lord not concerned about a man and his little chick on the side. Okay, whatever he got, or multiple wives, whatever, you know, a man has going on within this situation. Okay? So our people, all right, are very misinformed when it comes to, all right, what's pleasing to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and what's displeasing to him, man. You know, so they've established their own righteousness, man. Okay? And they have no thought towards the transition of powers. You know, Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. They have no thought towards any talking points concerning it. You know? So the nigga church is a walking cemetery, man. Okay? All right? Let's see, brothers put something up. Yep, this is brother Naquan, Titus 1:15 says, unto the pure, all right, unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure, but even their mind and conscience is defiled. Yeah, and see, you had that Jake, you know, that guy, you know, trying to push gray areas. Like, well, how do you know? You know, that's another thing. The nigga church has no faith. Okay, we saw absolutely no faith when it was time, you know, and that juice was mandated. Okay, Esau put that pressure out there. Absolutely no faith. Okay, matter of fact, they was giving the juice at the church, man. Okay, the nigga church is nothing but an extension of this beast system, man. All right, and they're setting you Israelites up for complete failure in the times to come. That's making you more and more anti-Messiah as the days go by. Okay. The nigga church doesn't believe in anything scriptural, man. Okay? Let's see. Yep. This is this is the brother GMS humble servant, Ron. Revelation 14:8 in the NLT, it says, then another angel followed him through the sky, shouting, Babylon is fallen, that great city is fallen, because she made all the nations of the world to drink the wine of her passionate immorality, man. So that's part of the gospel. America fallen. You know, I said these Christians skip around, you know, speaking about the gospel, the good news, talking about they believe in the gospel. Well, part of the gospel is America fallen, man. That's great news. Okay? The land of wickedness, the source of wickedness on the earth is fallen. That's great news. And see, Christianity, you know, they have no problem with wickedness, man. They're comfortable with the wickedness of this society, the day-to-day wickedness that goes on in this society. They're completely okay with it. Okay? But as we truly been born again in the spirit and this word, we understand, the good news is America falling, man. Okay? With ultimately Esau, Edom being removed from power. All right, verse 9 said, then a third angel followed them, shouting, anyone who worships the beast or his statue or accepts his mark, okay, on the forehead or on the hand, which is in, the forehead and in the hand, okay, because it's going to be technology that's going to go inside you, man. Okay? Esau is gearing up. First technology, was handheld. Okay? Then it became wearable. The smart watches. All right? And the next phase is going inside you, man. Okay? And if you already worship, okay, if you already adore this current situation, people are addicted to this technology, they're infatuated, they worship themselves through this technology, they buffet on the flesh through this man's technology. Okay? So if you already, worship, okay, or adore this man's, system, all right, this new Rome that's been revived in the earth, okay, but this all, this beast system is just a revived Rome in the earth, okay, and if you, all right, worship, okay, or adore that culture, that lifestyle, okay, of this new Roman Empire, you're, all right, going to be all in, for getting this mark, man, this character. Okay, but what's the punishment for that? Verse 10, it says, must drink of the wine of the Most High's anger. It has been poured full strength into the Most High's cup of wrath, and they will be tormented with fire and burning sulfur in the presence of the holy angels and of the Lamb. So taking that, okay, you're pretty much signing up to deal with the Most High's, all right, wrath, the full strength of the wrath that he has for this place, man. This is going to be the worst judgment ever that the Lord's going to bring to the earth. And taking the MOTB, that automatically qualifies you for that judgment, man. Okay? And if you don't know what that is, you're doomed. You're set for failure, man. Okay? You're completely set up for failure. All right? Mr. Brother Naquan, Leviticus 19:14 said, thou shalt not curse to death, nor put a stumbling block, all right, before the blind, but shall fear, all right, thy power. I am the Lord. Yeah. And Christianity has been a great stumbling block for Jake. And even, Jake that knows they're Israelites, these certain camps, because Esau has infiltrated them and made them a stumbling block. Because IUIC is no different. IUIC is no different from the nigga church, man. It's just an Israelite twist. Okay? And a bunch of purple. And them black boots and capes. And armbands and shit. But they're no different. Jake is completely set up for failure under the doctrine of IUIC. And they're pretty much prepping you to bend the knee. Okay? They're pretty much softening you up. They're pretty much putting seasoning on you, man, to be devoured by this beast system. These are IUIC, okay? ISUPK, okay, which they told you to take the juice. They're no different, because all of them are under the same umbrella of the 501c3 charter. Okay? And they're pretty much putting seasoning on you Israelites to get cooked. Okay? These doctrines are just putting seasoning on your ass. And you're marinating in these false doctrines. Okay? And ignorance. Just to get cooked, man. Okay? Let's see what we got. Yep. So let's get a few more. Let's get here, cause see, we speaking victory, man. All right, let's go to this. You know, the Lord set up, all right, his prophets, his pastors, you know, to be those leaders. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. I think that's in, let me get in GNT. Read that 2nd Ezra, the 1st chapter. All right, 2nd Ezra 1. All right, this is in the GNT. All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 1, verse 38. It says, "Now Father Ezra, look with pride at the people you see coming from the east. Look at the leaders I have given them: Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Hosea, Amos, Micah, Joel, Obadiah, Jonah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi, who is called the Lord's messenger," man. Okay, so the Lord raised up the prophets, okay, as leaders, as those good shepherds that will lead, you know, the sheep of Yahushua, all right, to their salvation. You know, they will constantly be prepping their minds, you know, through correction, through rebuke, exhortation, sound doctrine, teachings, okay, in preparation for the times to come. Okay, understanding there's a straight gate, all right, that we're on to the kingdom. It's gonna get uncomfortable, man. Understanding what to reject, you know, because we're separating from the beast now. You know, it's not a thing that we just gonna hop up. Nah, man, we're gradually separating from the beast now. We're gradually being changed. Okay, we're constantly being conditioned to reject this society, man. You know, as we reject, you know, certain things now, we're being conditioned to reject this beast system and not bend the knee. Okay, that's what this word is cultivating us to do, man. Okay, to be unmovable in these times, because there's certain situations in our life now where we have to be unmovable, man. When we're forced with a decision, you know, whether the ministry or a certain opportunity, the ministry or a certain relationship. Okay, we're being forced to be unmovable in certain situations now. Okay, certain people have, you know, uprooted themselves from, you know, their surroundings, and you see, you know, the Lord is making moves now. The Lord is making it to where we're walking in faith now. You know, we make certain changes, we make certain sacrifices now. Okay, in preparation for that ultimate, okay, time of testing, when we're being groomed to be unmovable, man. Okay, and He has raised up leaders, starting with our apostles and elders, beginning with their elders. Okay, and the foundation they laid. Okay, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So we're being groomed. Okay, to win, man, to get the victory. You know, so let's end, you know, with that. This is Revelation 15:2. It says, well, I started 1, and I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. And that last plague is going to be the nukes. Okay, and if you taking that sea hip, all right, hey, the Lord is going to reserve your dumb ass, okay, for that, man, so you can feel that. Okay, millions of degrees Fahrenheit, maybe hundreds of million degrees Fahrenheit. They talk about how those nukes are hotter than the sun, and the Lord is going to make you feel it. Okay, the scripture say, through the terror of the Lord we persuade men. Okay, and hell, you know, that hell doctrine that they use to control the masses. Okay, that's not real, but them nukes real. Them fire from the chariots, that's gonna be real. You know, and how the Lord gonna make that time feel? Hey, we don't want to know about it. Okay, we don't want to have the story to tell about that one, man. Okay? Verse 2 it says, and I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast. Okay? So you're going to have those that don't bend the knee, those Israelites that don't bend the knee. They're going to have their sky view, okay, of America being engulfed in fire. Okay? In the outer atmosphere, looking down from those chariots, man, seeing America completely on fire. You see? And people in it burning. This is going into them being tormented in the presence, all right, of the Lamb and the angels. Okay? And also the elect is going to be up there. Okay? And it says, and over his image and over his mark. And see, we're getting the victory over his image now. We're denouncing this image. Okay? Everything that this society stands for. Okay? Feminism, street culture, democracy, you know, Christianity. Okay? All this anti-Messiah, okay, activity. Okay? And this is a very anti-Messiah society, man. Okay? But this all goes into the image of Rome. Pagan Rome was anti-Messiah. That's why they expelled the Christians, the followers of Yahushua, the Jake that was following Yahushua, not these anti-Messiahs of today. They call themselves Christians, but Jake that was following Yahushua, okay, within the Roman Empire, eventually they got expelled. Okay? Because Rome was anti-Messiah. That was part of the image of Rome. Everything that Yahushua stood for, Rome stood against. Okay? Just like we see today. You see? This life is, this society is anti-family and dysfunction. We're pro-family and peace. Okay? You see? Everything that we stand for in Yahushua, this society is against it. So we're, you know, we are already overcoming the beast, the image of the beast now. You know, by constantly denouncing this place and separating, man. All right? And it's going to lead to ultimate victory, you know, and it's going to compel us not to want to have anything to do with this man's corrupting. You know, we'd rather take the death, okay, than take this man corrupting, to plug back into a society that we already hate. Okay? And to be a disappointment to our power, to be a disappointment to Yahushua, man. Nah, man, we better take the death. Okay? And even those that die, okay, in Yahushua, they're going to be right here in Revelation 15:2, looking at the destruction of this place. You see? The elect have an ultimate victory, man. You see? It's a win-win for the elect, man, even if we're martyred, okay, for not bending the knee. We're still going to partake in Revelation 15:2, man, the celebration of the destruction of this beast system. America being the lake of fire. Okay? These nations, you know, destroying each other in war, and Yahushua destroying these nations, man. Okay? We still gonna get to partake in that triumph. All right? You see? So it says, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, and of his and the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High, and they sing the song of Moses, which is a song of war, victory over the heathen, the servant of the Most High, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works. All right, Lord power, almighty, just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. Okay, so we speaking the victory over this, man. You see, this is what we're here for a victory over this beast system, man. Okay, not to take the Quran, not to bend the knee. Okay, and this is the good news, that there's a victory already written. You see, and the Lord is showing us that, hey, look, stay the course, hold fast. I got you. You know? So, yeah, just wanted to point that out. You know, I'm listening to that. I said, Elder Ariala, you know, he pressed that boy, you know, and made him show that he's extremely ill-informed for these times. And he just represents millions of nigga Christians out there that don't have a clue, but on TikTok trying to tell us what we need to be doing. All right, well, we'll see how it work out, you know. So Lord will, you know, you brothers, all right, and you sisters edified. Till next time I say Shalom, Kwam Yashala, Abba.